Hello everybody, so welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a really fun coloring book tag, and it is my coloring book confessions tag. So I'm going to answer 23, I thought. Let me check. Yeah, there are 23 questions. It's a really long video, and Shell's coloring journey actually started this tag. So Shell, thank you very much for creating this tag. And after, there were two colorists that created the video and tagged me as well. So I want to thank Coloring Bumblebee and also Amanda88 for asking me to do this video as well, and I really am having a blast with finding the books that I think match the question. And yeah, I'm just going to get into it, and I will see you at my desk. The first question in the list in the list in the list is the oldest book in your collection, and I don't know. I have been coloring since I was a child, and I have always had coloring books, so probably one of them, but I don't have those anymore. But I think it's either this one or like one of my experiment books, but this one is in my collection for a really long time. It's Johanna Basford's Secret Garden. It's the Dutch edition. And for a book that I already own so long, I didn't color in it too much, but that will change. As you can see, I don't even think I have my polychromos here yet. Maybe I did, but I didn't know how to blend. I just block colored everything. And it's actually really fun to see. Over here, this is one of my first pages, and you can see I did the background with pencil, and I didn't know how to blend. It just stopped here and then here, and you don't really see a blend. And I tried a little bit of blending here, which is really fun to see. But yeah, it's actually pretty fun to see my coloring journey when I just started out. This one I know I was really fond of. I was really proud of this one, and I still really like the colors, so yeah. It's an owl. These leaves. I might get back in with a Posca marker for the background, but maybe I won't bother. I don't know. And this one I did this year. So I did color in it a little bit, and I really like doing these, by the way. Here I used green for the leaves and then a orange background, and I know these are my acrylic markers from Artex because I just got them. It's my first acrylic marker set. And then here I did orange leaf with a green background, and this was a labor of love, especially the background with all the little details. So yeah, that's all I did in this book, but I actually really like this book. I think that I might have to do a Johanna Basford video one day. But there are some of her older books I really like. And I like the Rooms of Wonders one a lot. This one where you have to fill in your own plants, I think it's fun, but also pretty scary. But it actually is a fun book. And this would be a lot of fun to do as well. Yeah, I just like wallpaper pages. I didn't think of the name there. Yeah, wallpaper pages. And also the circular designs, as I did here with the outline. That's really nice to do, and I think it looks nice when you do it like that. But you can also just don't add a background. I'm sorry for the noise, that's a coffee machine. My boyfriend's making coffee. And I'm also really happy to see that when I started out, it wasn't the best, but then it is getting better. And I think if you have a book this long, you can really see your own coloring journey throughout. And I don't know if I would do all the create your own or finish the page things. And this is like a labyrinth. Go with the key to the secret door. Yeah, I don't know what I would do. Just draw a line. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just color in all the leaves. We'll see when we get there. Oh, this one, so pretty. I like it when it has a lot of details as well. Johanna Basford did just release a new flower book, the wildflower one. Since I have a lot of things to color in this book and also the Enchanted Forest, I'm not going to get it right now, at least. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it ever, but this is the background. You can also color the insides. So that was the answer to question 1, the oldest book in your collection. And for me, it probably is Johanna Basford's My Secret Garden, or at least this is a really, really old book that I have. Then we go to the second question, and that's the newest book you have bought. And this is the newest that I got in the mail. I think it's not the latest that I purchased, but it took a while for the seller to post it. It's from Vinted. It's there are French people on there, and it's romantic country. The second tale, I wrote it here because otherwise I'm going to forget which one it is, because my French is not good. And it is uncolored, of course, I just got it. I haven't shown it on my channel yet, but it is my first eerie book. And it is stunning. I'm so happy to have a book of hers now. She creates all these illustrations with ink and a toothpick, and I think you see the lines. It makes it extra special because it's not all hard black, but it's grayish, and like over here you can see that there is more ink, and then here it's lighter, and I really, really like that. It makes it really lively. I think that's the right word. So I don't have the first tale. I'm just going to color in this one and then see how I like it. But there are some eerie books that I really, really, really would love to have someday. But I'm a little bit more strict in what books I buy, because I just want to get a lot of things colored before I move on to the next one of the same artist. And I really love the literature one. I'm a book girly. I read a lot. This page is so different than the rest, and I don't know why. It's like it's zoomed in a lot. The crystals. Yeah, but I'm a book girly. I read a lot. I love reading, and yeah, that book just sparks my interest a lot. Also, I like this with all the different elements on the page, and I know a lot of people don't, but it's so fun. Chapter 3. And these really full pages just to chip away at. It's amazing. Oh, it's a really big shoe or a really tiny shoemaker. I don't know which one. I think it's a really tiny shoemaker. Oh, this page is stunning. And for my untouched books, we will get to a question about those, but I try to color in them within the first 2 months of getting them, or after 2 months of getting them at least. So I got this in November, which means I want to color in it in December or January for the first time. So this will be in my plans for probably January. Oh, this one is also so pretty. You can do a lot of fun stuff with those. This is fun one for Easter, coloring the eggs. Oh, so pretty. Really enjoy this. I didn't really flip through this, so you're the first to see with me. I'm sure some of you already know the book. And I think this is also fun. You have like this really busy room, and then all these things, they belong in this room. So yeah, that's fun. Is this a double spread? No. Almost looks like one. You could create, yeah, it is a double spread. It is, yeah. Oh, amazing. I wouldn't know where to start in this. And that's my problem for most of the books, so I just start at the beginning. The circus one. Oh, I don't really like a circus with animals, but on a page it's okay. It's just like I don't like fishing, but in a video game I fish. So that's it. On here you have the explanation in French, so I can translate that. But that was the answer for question 2, my newest book I bought, and I'm really happy with it. Then, question 3, most colorful page you've completed. I had to think about this one because I use a lot of color, but then I was thinking about this book, and I have some pages that are so colorful in this one. The first one I did, for example, this was pre-YouTube, and I think I started this page in 2016 or 2000, yeah, I think 2016, because I went away with my parents that weekend, and my mother and I have the same book, and I think we both brought it to color in it. So this is also a really nostalgic page. I just used all my colors, and I have my polychromos there. So yeah, and then the next one is also very colorful. This book just screams for color. I don't know what it is. Let me see. I have this one that's also really rainbowy, and this one. So I'm just putting all the colors in these pages. And then this one, but yeah, lots of color, and I really enjoy coloring in this book. This is one of my project book this year. This won't be a project book next year, but I hope that I get it with the spinner every now and then so I can color in it. This also is one of my favorite books. It's the Colin Thompson's coloring book, and that's the answer for most colorful page you've completed. Then we go to question 4, the most relaxing book to color in. And I got one of my experiment books out. The reason I'm picking one of my experiment books is it doesn't matter what I do, it's okay. If something doesn't work out the way that I intended to, that's okay. It's just an experiment book. So I did this very early on. This as well, I think. I just pick up colors and mindless color, and it doesn't matter if it's if it works out or not, and that makes it really easy to start a page like this. This is what I did very early on. You can see all the stripes in the pencil, and then I think this is what I did beginning of the year. And this I did with my Artex acrylic markers when I just got them. This one I did in June. I think it was a page that I got with the spinner. And I'm not a seasonal colorist, so I just went for it. Yeah, so ooh, kind of bled through. And that's also okay. I don't mind bleeding through in these books because I can choose to use a dark color on this page because it doesn't matter. It's not something that has a specific color. So yeah. I really like books like these. I have a lot. I color in them a lot. Also because one of my goals this year is to finish one of them. And I'm on track. I'm still on track, but I do have to step up my game a little bit because I just did one page this month and I want to do 8. So yeah. But I like books like these, and I have picked this one. This I didn't do, but that's okay. I picked this one in particular because it's a little bit smaller than the other experiment books that I have, so that makes it even easier to start and more relaxing because the page will end. And I'm flipping through now because I always think that people don't want to see that, but I get a lot of comments that people actually really like my channel for the experiment book, so I will keep showing them. And if you don't like them, I'm almost there. It's almost done. Well, it actually is a pretty thick book. Oh, look at this. It looks like a face, but it is not. I thought that it was looking at me, but okay. I don't know if other people have that too, but I see faces everywhere. Yeah, so I think you get the idea of this experiment book, and yeah, it's really relaxing to color in it, and I think all of the books are relaxing to color it, as long as you know what you're going to do. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but yeah, coloring should be relaxed, so that's the answer to that question. Then the next question is most detailed or challenging book, and I think I just have to choose Melpomene Chachi Panagiotou. This is Dream Voyage, and I chose this one in particular because it's a dream fantasy type of book. So there is a lot of things that don't really have a color, so you have to come up with a color scene yourself. This is a map, so this was pretty easy to do color-wise. It was a lot of work, but for example, this one. What colors do you use? It is, firstly, it's very intricate. There are so many details. And secondly, there is not, and maybe it also makes it a little bit easier, but you can do any color you like. But it's, if you're like me and you don't know how to choose properly, then it's a little bit harder. But all in all, I started this book. I did the double spread at the beginning you saw, and I did 2 other pages now. I have one body this month, so I'm going to skip that one and show it in my completed pages one. Oh, maybe I can show it because my body already did she put it online? I don't know. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to show that in the completed pages one. I love this one. I love everything bunny related. Okay, so I'm skipping this one and then I'm going to this one. This is the first page I did in this book, and you might have seen it in my previous video of favorite pages that I did. And yeah, this is, I think this might be my favorite page that I did of all times. It is so beautiful. I'm really happy with this. So I have neo colors on the back, and then the owls are with polychromos and they're really neutral. And then you have the light source and the glow effect. You have the gold flakes. And the neo colors just worked really well here. So yeah, I also really love this paper. But this book, it's so stunning, and I would love to just throw all my colors on it. And when it's finished, or I'm almost finished with the book and I have a lot of pages that are already colored in, then it will be one big rainbow coming your way. I'm just so happy with this book. And I really would love to have her newest book. It's Flower Paradise or something. Something with flower. I actually know the title, but I forgot again. I have 2 books of her now, and the other one is The Circle of Life, which I also really love. And as I mentioned, I want to color a little bit more from one artist before buying a new book. So I hope I can color a lot in both this book and the Circle of Life one next year, and then I might get the flower one. And also, if I see a flip through and it is totally amazing, I might just get it. Because I think Melpomene is becoming a must-buy for me if she comes out with newer books, and I might go on the hunt for her her earlier books too, but that's for another time. So this is the answer to my most detailed or challenging book, and you might get the idea why. There are a lot of details. It's very intricate, and the colors aren't set, so you really have to come up with your own color palette, because everything goes. You can do anything with this book, and that also makes it a lot of fun. Then we're going to question 6, the most unique art style. And I found this a hard question because everyone has their own art style, and the artists that I really love, they all have their own unique way of coloring things, and you can really see from a page what artist made it. But I had to choose one book, so I chose Woodland Kingdom Coloring Book by Toshiyuki Fukuda. And the reason for this is because the lines are so funny. I'll just flip through it. You don't see it here, maybe, but if we go through the book. And you have a white background on each page, so in a if you want to use alcohol markers or something that goes through, you can. So that's really thoughtful. The reason I chose this book is because the lines are all wobbly. And I put a lot of post-its in there. I'm sorry for that. I can show this bear. That's because I am in a group buddy for this book. And I just got it. I think I got it like a month ago or something, but the group buddy is already going on for a long while. And the post-its are all the pages that they already did with the group. And I'm going to catch up. And I try to do the page that was picked for the group plus one that they already did. And then I will be caught up at the end of 2026. In December. So this is one I did for this month. Already a sneak preview of my completed pages there. And I didn't do the catch-up page yet, so this one is going back to my 2 color books pile this month. But yeah, as you can see, the reason I chose this is because it's just so different from anything that I've seen. And I can say that about a lot of books, to be honest, but this is really funny. And yeah, I just think with this art style you can do so many fun things, and also for color wise you can do whatever. And I guess I just like those kind of books because I like using lots of color. And there are some animals in the book that you can see regularly. So there's like a cat and a bear, and I like this page. Let me see. These are the characters in the book. So the cat, I think it's a fox, it's a dog. I think this, I don't know what it is actually. I thought it was a bunny, but it looks like it has a tail. Is this a tail? I don't know. Oh no, it's like he's walking, so he doesn't have a tail. Maybe it's a guinea pig. I don't know. A bear, and then this. It's so fun. Isn't this book amazing? Totally in awe with this book. And this, I think it's a double spread, but it's exactly the same. And that's okay too. I'm very easy to please as a colorist, I have to say. When sometimes people are flipping through books and like, oh, I don't want to do this page. And I'm like, no. I'm here to color every page in your book, dear sir or madam. Every page. I just want to see books completed, and that's also why I'm buying less books now. At least I'm getting more strict about the books that I buy. I really like this one. The circular. When we get almost to a page that I already did for previous month. Here it is. Wrote down what colors the animals were because I found out that there are more pages. And as you can see, I just put a lot of color in it. And you can do anything on the page. I used acrylic paint and pencil. So yeah, that's this book, and this is the answer to the question of most unique art style. And actually my answer is all of them, but because I just want to show you a book for this question, I picked Woodland Kingdom coloring book because I think it's so funny and so different from anything that I have in its own way. So the next question is book you color in the most. And I got two books to show you for this one. The first one is my experiment book. And I want to finish this year. So this is the most horrible page I ever did. It's an experiment book, so I just put color on paper and tried different mediums and tried going over with other mediums and tried out my new materials and lots of oils as well, but they peek through a lot. So yeah, you can see here. Here I just got my Prismacolors. Here I got some water paint, some iridescent paint. Here I got new acrylic markers. So I just tried out lots of things. And this is my first pastel page, I guess. Looking at it now. Here I did watercolors with pencil on top, which I really like, by the way. This was a page that I didn't like at all, so I put a collage over it. And here I did some painting with washi tape. I'm going over this really quickly because when it's finished I'm going to do a full relaxed flip through of this. This one was all these small little details in the back and I just didn't feel like coloring in them all. So I was like, okay, collaging. I really love collaging as well. So this I did last month, and now I did this month. I don't really like it, but it is what it is. And then I still have some pages to go, but I'm almost there. I think I have 7 this month and 8 next month. So 15 in total, and then this book is finished. So I really, really hope that I can finish it this year. That would be a lot of fun and a great accomplishment. So this is the book I think I colored in the most, but I picked out another one because this is a book that I also had for a really long time. And I did color in it a lot. I don't know if I got this first or the Johanna Basford one, but yeah, I had to choose a book. But I already colored in this a lot, and as you can see, I didn't have any techniques here. I just colored. I just had fun. This one was for my challenge to color in every next page or whip in at the beginning of the year, what I did. And that was one of my first videos actually showing all the pages that I did, and I just did, I don't know what it was, I think this one and this one or something, and then I tried to figure out how to complete this page, and I think it turned out okay-ish. Yeah, it's nothing that I really... This one I was really proud of because I was blending and using colors in the same on the same side of the palette. I would have done something with the eyes, but I just didn't think of it then, I guess. This one is really fun, just using rainbow colors. Also a really colorful page. Owls. Yeah, this is really early coloring, so it's just block coloring and trying out a little bit with blending. But these pages are also really nice to do, just relaxing coloring. This one has all the glitters. I think I had my glitter gel pens still back then. These flowers. This one I kind of like. I would do it differently now, and I used a lot of markers in this book as well. I think my Stabilos. This one I did this year with water paint, and this paper actually took it really well. I think that was it. So I just have a few more to go. And there is a question of what book you want to complete, and this is one of them. That will be really doable. Oh, look at that one. It's pretty. Looks a little bit like the rooster I did with the water paint. A little doodly. This is a book that I would never buy now if I saw it in a store, but I'm actually pretty happy to have it. It's just nostalgic, I guess. Yeah, so I already colored a lot in it, not as much as in my experiment book, but this I colored a lot in when I got it. So years ago, that was the last one, yeah. So that's my answer to book you've colored in the most. So it's this one and the experiment book. We are on to question number 8. Book you love but haven't colored in yet. And I have two to show here. One of them I have been ranting about on this channel for since I got it some months. And that is Dromenvanger by Tomislav Tomik. Ever since I saw this on someone's channel, I fell in love with it because it's just a fairy tale world in a book. And I have a full flip through on my channel, so I am not going to flip through all of it, but just show you a couple of pages, and maybe you will understand why I love this so much. There is so much detail, which I love. It's a fantasy world. There are all these creatures, and it's so amazing. Look at this. So yeah, I just totally adore this book, but that's not a secret. And I actually have to show you one other book that I haven't colored in yet, but I love, and that's Sprookjesbos by Tomislav Tomik. And I also did a full flip through of this one on my channel, so I am not going to do a full flip through of this one, but look at it. I just love his art style. I love the thickness of the lines. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I love the creatures. I love how he draws the fairies and all the birds, and there are a lot of very pretty animals in here. And he also does like fantasy creatures. So yeah. So for question number 8, book you love but haven't colored in yet, I have to say Sprookjesbos by Tomislav Tomik and Dromenvanger also by Tomislav Tomik. And this one I'm going to start next month. And then Sprookjesbos I think I'm going to start in January. So Dromenvanger is actually going to be a project book for the first 3 months of next year. So I hope that I can get some pages done then. But I really adore these books. I'm so happy I got them. I found them secondhand because they are not in print anymore. Question number 9. Book you would save in a fire, sentimental favorite. I had to think about it because all my books are very dear to me. But all my books are books that I can get if I want to. I chose Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosales, and the reason for this is that, well, the sentimental value is really high, because I started this at the beginning of April, and I started my channel at the end of March. So it is my first book that I'm doing a full book color along for, and yeah, I just love this book and I'm going to finish it. If I keep doing one story per month, I will finish it at the end of 2027, but let's see if I can do that. And it's just so much fun, and these videos are pretty long, but doing a page like this takes hours, so I really have to edit and cut a lot out. So here we have the Little Mermaids. Really love this page as well. I should have shown this page as well in the favorite pages that I did, because I really like it, but I didn't think of it. I don't know why. It was in my to film pile, so that's why I didn't think of it. And this is the last one I did on my channel. I just put a video out for the full color along for this one. This was a labor of love, and in the end I was so done with this page, so I did a lot of things gold and silver to just get rid of it. But still, I love the sirens here, and yeah, it turned out okay. And this is for the next month. I am sure you have all seen flip throughs of this book, so I don't think I have to show you the whole book, but I'm doing a story every month. And so for Red Riding Hood, it's this double spread page, which is a lot with all the wood, and then 2 pages, and then here this is 1 double page, this is 1 double page, and this is another story with 1 double or 2 double pages maybe. I think it's the same story. I'm not familiar with this one. Yeah, so they're all 2 or 4 pages. This Pinocchio, this one I already did because it's also the let me see, the copyright speech. Yeah, so I did this at the same time. But yeah, it's an amazing book, and I have seen so many fantastic results in the coloring community already. So This I would save in a fire. Of course, I would save all my books if I can in a fire, but well, they're paper, so you never know. So that's the answer to question 9, book you would save in a fire. Then we're going to question 10, which is book with the best paper quality. And I find this a hard one, but I chose one book, and I actually chose it because of the publisher, which is Marabout, or Marabout, or we would say Marabout in Dutch. I don't know how you should pronounce it, but the books of this publisher are pretty good. And this is Microcosma by Matilda Kattela, and I love this book. I've been thinking, have I colored in this one? Maybe not. I think it's on my pile to color in next month. So this is a book with all bugs. And I think it's so adorable. If you don't like bugs, you won't be happy with this book. But alright, so the paper is really sturdy. It's pretty smooth, and usually when you put water on papers in books from this publisher, it will take it very, very well. So that's why I chose it for this one. But I think the paper, even in Johanna Basford books, also is really good. And Hannah Carlson books, Kirby books. The books where you just can throw water on and it doesn't get through, that's what you want. And if not, you know, you also have the Amazon printed books. The paper quality isn't good, but I just colored those with pencil. And a lot of people color those with alcohol marker and then shade with pencil. So yeah, so this book is so amazing. I just wanted to show you this as well. I don't know if it's cheating, but yeah. I colored these in another book. The, I don't know how to call it in English. Doodskopvlinder. It's in Dutch. Skull butterfly, if you pretty literally translate it. Oh, this one is so funny. He's like, okay, what I'm going to wear today, because I'm so pretty. Cabinet of Curiosities. Oh yes, these are also really fun. I'm not really fond on animals that are like this, because I don't think you should do this to animals, but I'm going to color it anyway, because it's just paper, it's not real. These are the smaller, like the small victory ones. This is also really good. You could do like one a day if you would like to get something done in this book. So yeah, here you have all the pages again, and I chose this book for question number 10, book with the best paper quality. It's not the best paper quality, but it's one of the best I have, and I couldn't choose one book actually. Question number 11 is favorite grayscale coloring book. And I just got one. I don't think I have another grayscale book, but I have to say this book is so precious. It's so amazing and I love it. And as I said, I just got it. I did one page and I have one page in my plans for, I think December I think it's December. This is by Christine Caron, by the way. Where is she? Oh, it's by Christine Caron. Ah, here she is, really small. And it's her Wildflower Folk book. She got a, this is a book from, I think last year. I'm not sure where the, oh here it is. 2024, yes. Baby dragon. And she is the queen of portraits. This is so beautiful. And the grayscale actually makes it pretty easy to know where the shadows are. So that's fun. Some people say that they don't like grayscale because it's hard, but I think it makes the page even easier. And with portraits, if you are going to start with portraits, grayscale can really help you, because over here, for example, you can see that here is some shade, and then around the nose, and here, and under her lips, so you can really see where the shadow should be, and that can really help you. And it did help me. She also did a book with all kids in it. I'm not a big kid lover, so I don't know if I'm going to get it. I think if I had it, I would be really fond of it and love to draw it, but this one was more in my alley. So I did this one for October. This was a body color. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, so I hope I can get a lot of them done. The Little Mermaid is so cute. See, because I think it's also a kid, and I do like that. Red Riding Hood. Maybe you can hear Binky on the background. He's saying hi. Ew. There's a lot of mermaid pages as well. So for me, we could also look in this book, if I think about it. Pearls of Life. Queen of the Seven Seas. Oh, she is a queen. I think the way Christine Caron draws her characters, everyone is different, and I like that, because sometimes this is the one I'm going to do with Shira in December, a really wintry one. What I want to say is that every person in this book is different and has a different personality, and you can really see it. And sometimes in books I feel that every character looks the same, while still maintaining her own style. So yeah, that's great. Birds are so beautiful. Swallows. Crystal Landing, that's also a cute one. Tides of Time. Yeah, they all have their own character, and you can just see it on the page. And I love that. I really would love to practice more on portraits. I also love that there's a man in here. So yeah, that's Christine Caron's Wildflower Folk for question number 11, favorite grayscale coloring book. And then we are moving on to question 12. A book that intimidates you. Yeah, I have a lot. But I also just color in them. But this is one of my newest books that I got, and I did do a flip through. I think I did the flip through of this. This book is hard to get. It's out of print, and I just saw it in my bookstore, and I was like, yeah, let's just get it. It's the Dutch edition. The other title it has is Spirit Animals. So Spirit Animals and Soulmates is actually the same book, and it's by Hannah Carlson. That's one of my favorites as well. I haven't colored in this because I just got it. And this book intimidates me, and the reason for it is I do love all these small little details. But look at this portrait. With the grayscale you could really see where the shadowing was. And with this book you have to do it yourself. And that's not all. The second part that intimidates me is that they are all double-sided, or how do you call it? The spread. They are all connected to each other. So if you're doing one page, I feel you have to do both. So it's a lot of work to get started in this one. And I will, because I'm not really super intimidated or scared by it, and I'll just find a page that speaks to me. I love this ferret with the royal queen or something. But yeah, so there are a few things that really are a little bit scary. So doing the portraits and then doing 2 pages at once, because I just feel like I have to do that. And of course you don't have to do that, but I want to make them cohesive. So I want to use the same materials and colors. Yeah, so doing this book will be a lot of fun, but also a little bit scary. I love this one. She's like hidden here, and then all the chameleons. You could even do her skin green, so you don't really see her, and then her eyes a bright color, like the flowers or something. I don't know if I would do that, because, but you know, you could. I'm also a little bit scared of doing skin tones other than skin tones, like maybe blue or green. But I think this book would be great for trying that. Love this one as well. It's a Alice in Wonderland page. It's the Alice in Wonderland month. A few very, very nice ladies here on YouTube created a whole event around it, and I love it. So yeah, so if you want to see the flip through and just look at it a little bit more relaxed, you can find it on my channel. I love this chinchilla one. You can always make me happy with putting rodents on pages. And chinchillas you don't see very often in pages. I think this is the only one that has chinchillas on it, as far as I know. And for example, gerbils I never see. Mice you see, rats you see. And like squirrels and hamsters and things like that, but chinchillas, this is maybe the first. Love this one as well. I love the cat. So yeah, it intimidates me, but I'm so ready to start, and it will be, I think, next year as well, because I have a lot of plans already. But yeah, very beautiful book. Very happy with it. Then we are going to question number 13. That's a book you want to finish one day. And the answer is I want to finish all of them. But I am already getting my next year's plans out a little bit. And there are 2 books that I just want to finish, because I want to, honestly, I want to get them out of the way. And I do enjoy coloring in them. But I feel like I'm more drawn the illustrator books now, and yeah, I just want to get these finished so I can get more time with the other books. And also I like finishing a book, so it will be really fun to complete it. This is Kaleido Color. It's all on black backgrounds. I started in this book before I had my channel, because this is also one older book that I have. I have been just playing around with it, like with neon gel pen. I don't even have those anymore, so it's really old. And here is what I did this year. I really like these colors. This is in March. Then I did one again in August. And then I figured out that if I do 2 every month, then I will finish the book at the end of the year, and that will be my goal for this book. And they won't take long. They're just, I might just put this book downstairs. I have a case downstairs with my Bruinzeel markers that I bought for the challenge to do a kids coloring page. I put them downstairs, and I have a small set of Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils, And yeah, they are just there for when I want to color on the couch. And I'm not coloring in all my intricate books there because I really want to sit on a desk for it. But books like this, I don't mind doing on the couch. And yeah, coloring mandalas actually is really relaxing for me, so I will have a lot of fun with these. And like this one, it's so easy to color in. Some are a little bit more intricate, but they're all like this one is a bit more intricate, but within a few hours they're done. Some maybe within the hour. Depends on what you use. I have the pencils and the markers, so if you use markers you will be a little bit quicker. And I'm totally fine with that. So we'll see how that will go, but this is in my plans to finish, and I will talk about my plans in a later video. And then I have another one to show for the scratch jam for books I want to finish next year. I do want to finish a lot of books, but I think in 2027 I'm going to start finishing more intricate books. This one I found at a thrift shop in my place, and it's a kids coloring book with stickers, and I thought it was hilarious. So these are the stickers of the eyes and the mouth. And you just have to color the page and then put stickers on it. I think it's so funny. It is so funny. I'm having a lot of fun. And I'm also using this as an experiment. These were some watercolors that were really cheap. And I could go over to make it more pretty, but I'm okay. And then I found out that my soft pastels were really fun in this book. So I did a soft pastel background with pencil on the animal. And as you can see, I think this book is really hard because there's so big of a surface to color and you can always see the streaks. But I'm just going to embrace it for this book. And look at all those cute ones. If I do 2 every month, next year I finish it. And that will be doable as well. They are not hard. They're also quick wins. And who doesn't like quick wins? And I really would love to see how the last eyes go, if they fit the animal a little bit. Because yeah, at the end you just have a few eyes left. So yeah, that's another book that I would love to finish in 2026. And then I'm going to question number 14. Best book for practicing new techniques. I have 2 different ones because I have one for materials and I'm going to get a new one. That sounds really weird, but for materials, you're already seeing one. For materials, I love using my experiment books. If I get a new material and I want to test it out, I just do a page in one of my experiment books. This is another one then I showed you just because otherwise it's a little bit boring. And I did a fair few pages here. Here I put Stabilo and then I think my tea spilled or something just a little bit, and now it's really colorful and I'm not mad at it. I think it's pretty. So yeah, I don't think I have to flip through this whole book for you, but if you would like for me to flip through all of my experiment books in one video, I would love to. I do think that a lot of people are okay with not seeing this every time. And this would be amazing for practicing new techniques, and I don't really mind that it's going through or things like that. I'm just going over the other side with acrylic or something, and then it's fine. But if you want new techniques on how to color things, I would say get a methographic, because in a methographic you have a lot of things to color and you can practice with a lot of things. So for example, snowflakes, light sources. Well, the fur is already in here, so maybe not fur. Glass. Snow, winter. I think that's really hard. What do we have here? You can also practice a lot for beautiful backgrounds. There's also a lot of materials, like here, this is a rock, I think, but there are also a lot of crystals and things like that. Oh, here you have them, crystals. So you can practice a lot in these books for coloring different stuff. And I just picked Wild Winter by Joseph Kettenbang because I had this one laying in front of me because I'm coloring in this one. But you can pick whatever mythographic, and I would advise you to get one of the newer ones because they are getting better, and also you don't have the hidden objects anymore. They're really annoying. I don't think anyone loves coloring them. Here there are still hidden objects, like here's a scissors. Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, so practicing an eye. Maybe this was not the best example, but ooh, those lights. You can do all different colors. Okay, maybe it was a good example. Yeah, and also I think with the mythographics, at least Joseph Kettenbang, he really helps you with the shade as well. So that's pretty. And with these intricate pages, it's also a lot of fun to try and find a color palette that is not too much. Here the Aurora Northern Lights. Water. There's a lot of water in mythographic books, not in all of them, but here you have like Christmas, so you can do metal on these caps, for example. Jewels. Lots and lots of jewels. This butterfly is so pretty. And lots of different animals as well. So if you love coloring animals, this would be one for you. I'm being cautious because I already did one in this book. This is a buddy I'm doing with Stanley. And I still have to start it. But I will start it. If you see this, I will start it soon. I probably started it before uploading this video, because I have a few videos planned. Okay, next one is a buddy I finished, so I'm going to skip that one. Oh, pretty. Birds, chameleon. You can practice wood here. Yeah, so I think this question you can interpret it? You understand what I'm saying. How you want to. And yeah, for experimenting with materials, I think you should get a book that you don't really care about, or use the tester pages. And then if you really want to have some practice with different objects, you are good with any mythographic. This was Wild Winter by Joseph Kettenbang. The next question is most affordable but great quality book. And I got this one. Sorry for the post-it. It's just I'm doing something the same on every page. So I put it here. This one I got new. I got at a Dutch web shop. And I wanted to buy something else, and I needed a few more euros in my cart to get free shipping or something. So I saw this one and it was €4.50, and that is such a steal. I didn't really think that I was going to like it that much, but I really like it. It's World of Tarot by Alexis E. Thompson. And since I got it, I colored in it every month. This is the first month that I'm not coloring in it since I had it. And as you can see, I'm doing the cards all the same. So that will be looking very fun and cohesive. And the paper is really good. Also, if you don't really care about what it says here, you can go over with any material you like. I have used, what did I use? I also used water. I think these were Albrecht Dürer's. I used acrylic marker, I used pencils. And it's really thick paper, so I was flabbergasted about this book, and I also really love the pages. They are so beautiful. So I also hope that this artist gets a little bit more followers or people that know this person, because they are doing a great job. This one I did for last month. This was what I was talking about, with the skull on the back of the moth. And there's just one page in here that I'm like, I don't know, I don't really like it. And that's because it's just a stick. We will get to it. But I will color it because I'm a completionist. I want to color all of these pages. And I might get in here once and do all the cards. And I want to do all the background. So the background of this, behind the mushrooms, for example, I want to do all black. So I could go in and do that for each page if I feel like it. So this is the one I'm like, why? It's a stick. Alright. Maybe you can do something fun with colors. The queen. So as you can see, a lot of pages to go. But this book is so stunning. This might actually be a good project book somewhere next year as well. I already got my project books figured out for the first 3 months. I'm doing 2 every 3 months. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the answer of my question, most affordable but great quality book. It was €4.50 in a Dutch web shop, and I think you can also find them on Vinted for pretty cheap. I saw cheap. I saw one for €3 there, but it depends on where you are, of course. And also, if you have Vinted in your country, that's a great place to find coloring books. I know that people in the UK have Vinted, but also here in the Netherlands and in France, in Belgium, it's a great app for finding books. But you have to make sure that you are paying the postage and some fee as well. So always make sure that the price is good for you to pay for the book. Then we're going to question number 16, a book you recommend for beginners. And yeah, this book is what I missed when I started coloring. But this is a book that is quick, it is fun, it is it can take a lot of different materials. I haven't colored in it that much, and I'm a little bit sad about it because it's such a nice book. This was all I colored, everything you've seen. So the last time I colored in it was in January. I do have one, as you can see, body color planned in it. I think in December or January. But These are just like, yeah, they're small victories. You can do just one of these dinosaurs or all three, and you can really ease into the coloring if you want to. And if you really like this, you can go to pages like this. You can do whole pages, you can do just a little bit, you can do whatever you want. And it's also very good for practicing. You cannot practice just one butterfly, but you have like all of these. You cannot just practice one flower, but you have all of this on one page. So there's a lot to practice here. Yes, with Caroline I'm going to do this one in January with the pencils. I also really like this one. Yeah, so I'm very happy that I'm going to color in it again. This should have been colored in more this year. I'm a little bit sad about it, but I can always do some more coloring. And it's all different things, but it's mostly flowers, leaves, some animals, little houses and things. I really like the wiener dogs here. Goats. Here again. Little towers. So yeah, so this is what I would recommend. I have another one to show you, and it's also Johanna Besford. I think Johanna Besford is an artist that draws really crisp lines, and her eye for detail is just amazing. And maybe it's nostalgic because I also started with Johanna Besford, like I think most of us, but it's just a good starting point. I'm having a long-term web here. I'm just doing something every now and then, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, you can all do all these little things. You can just choose whatever you like. Do you want to do something like this, or are you intimidated and you just want something a little bit more easy, like this one? Like this is mandala-ish, so this is really easy. Do you want to do some wallpaper pages? You have like all these different things that you can do in this book, and especially this one, the Rooms of Wonder. You also have like the themed books, the Lost Ocean, the Enchanted Forest, but this is a little bit more, you have a little bit more different themes in the book. So I think that's more fun when you're beginning and you don't have a lot of books yet, that you have a lot of different styles to choose from. So yeah, Johanna Besford, I think she's the queen of making people start coloring. Look at all these, love it. Be really, really colorful. You can also practice a lot in these books. So yeah, that's Rooms of Wonder. Really wanted to do this one as well for my membership last month, but I chose another one because there were a lot that I wanted to do. This one I did for my challenge to color inspired by an artist, and it was Andy Warhol. I did a little bit collaging here because what I did inside here didn't work. But I should varnish this one because it's getting over here. Yeah, so here you can test all your colors, and this is Johanna Besford's Rooms of Wonder as a tip for beginners. I think this is a great book for beginners. If you are not into the small victories maybe, or maybe you can have both. But if you want to buy more books, maybe you can see if another illustrator is great as well. You could also see Maria Trollis. She is also really fun for beginners, I think. Yeah. Then we are going to the next question, and that is book that sparks your creativity. And I actually made a video of it. I already showed you the book that sparks it a lot, and that's Dream Voyage by Melpomene Chatchipaniguatu. I already showed you that, so I'm going to show you the Circle of Life. And this one really sparks my creativity. This one I did with watercolors. Here I just put all different things on paper just to see what would work. Yeah, you can use so many different materials and colors, and yeah. And with this book especially, you have things that you know how to color, like these trees. I wanted to do them a little bit darker green probably, so I'll just start with those, or the water, or so it doesn't have to be really, it is intricate, but it's not the hardest thing, it's just time consuming. Yeah. Oh, I love this. This book had a previous owner, so some things are colored in. There are 3 pages with just a little bit of coloring on them. When I get there, I'm going to figure out what to do with it, but that will be fine. Yeah, I love this book. When I flip through it, I just want to color. I really want to color. There's also a page that the previous owner started. And I just wanted to show you this one because I already showed you in my favorite pages video, but this is one of the favorite ones I did this year. It was also a challenge to let the spinner pick the book and let the spinner pick the page, and it was not nice to me. It could have picked a book that was not this intricate, maybe, and then it did, and it also gave me a double page, and I had to finish it in one day, but I did. I just started this page one day when I was off from work, and I think I colored from 8 in the morning or 7 or 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening or something like that. This one was already started as well, and I might keep the green, maybe the blue, but there's also some water here, so I'm not sure. I might keep it. I don't know. We'll see. This page is stunning. Really want to color now. So, as you noticed, I really am sparked. My creativity is sparked by this book. This is one of my favorite pages in the book, actually. I love an octopus. I don't know why. And I would love to know what book sparks your creativity, because I love that question. I think it's my favorite question of the tag. This one is fun as well. Really drawn to the more intricate pages. And when I start coloring them, I just want them to be finished. So, okay. But I do have a lot of fun with that. So I showed you Circle of Life, but you can also put Dream Voyage in this as a answer to the question of what book sparks your creativity. This is Melpomene Chatchipaniguatu. Then, question number 18. The most nostalgic or childhood-inspired book. I don't know if this fits in screen, but this is the, let me see. Not all the way. This is the Disney Mandalas book. And this is nostalgic because Disney, I don't really have another book that I think is nostalgic. So I just chose this one, and there are some fun pages. I'm going to see if I can zoom out a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I did these two, and I'm showing this book because it's nostalgic, because it's Disney, but I find this book really hard to color in because my polychromos don't do what I like. My prismas also don't do what I like. I'm going to flip through really quickly because there are 100 pages and this video already is very long. So I don't know what to do in this book since it is double-sided, so I cannot really do a lot of marker work. And my pencils don't really work in it, so I'm really in doubt what I should do. I'm not going to show you the whole book, I think. Because, okay, maybe like this. Yeah. And it's so much fun. It's all these mandalas. If you don't like mandalas, you are going to hate this. If you like mandalas, you might like it because in the middle you just have your picture and then around it everything's the same. But here you just have two of these bunnies. Oh, it's still not... Let me shove it up. Yeah, you have two of those. So there's... some things aren't that repetitive. I also do understand that you think this book is too much. And this is a book that I am not in a hurry of coloring in more or finishing. I'll just color in it whenever my spinner gets to it. I don't think I'm going to make this a project book anytime soon. Or a focus book. Because if I do one every, I don't know, quarter, I think that's enough. So this is maybe one of the few coloring books that I'm not like, okay, I really have to finish this. Because I think it's a lot. It's 100 pages. As you can see, it keeps going. So yeah, that's where I got it. At a Dutch Comic Con. It's Disney Mandalas, 100 pages, art therapy by Headset Heroes. And this was my answer to my most nostalgic or childhood inspired book. For me, that doesn't mean that this is the most sentimental book in my stash because it's not. But yeah, I did buy it at a Comic Con, so that is a nice... Oh, sorry. That is a nice memory. Going to zoom back in again a little bit. The next question is book with the most variety in pages. And I chose Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Ugusa. And the reason for this is that there are a lot of different animals. But also there is a variety in, is it inside or outside? Is it with like stuff of the inside like a suitcase, or is it with flowers? There's a variety in double spreads and single pages. Here you have like just, what do you call it? Not a mandala, but you know what I mean. And here you have a whole page. There's Easter. There's like different seasons. This is more spring-like. And you have birds, you have, I don't know what these are, dogs, I guess. So there's, I think that this has a lot of variety. So here you have like the outside again, and here you have inside of a cabinet. Then you have a frog, I don't know why, but he's the best. He's so cute. Yeah, and I really love this book. And as you can see, I haven't colored in a lot. I have to say I don't have this book for very long. And you might be able to see this post-it, which means I have a buddy in it planned out. And that's for next month because it is a Christmas page. So here's the summer pages. And here you also have a pretty simple page. Most of them are not as simple, but that one was. And then you have not really wallpaper, but ish. Yeah, and I actually pretty much like all of these pages. This would be really fun to have finished. Sorry for binking, trying to get my attention. This one we are going to do, I'm going to do with Kimberlyn in December. Let's see him here. Really looking forward to it. I am not really a seasonal colorist, but I am looking forward to doing a Christmas page in December. I love this page. I think this is one of my favorites in the book. Yeah, so this is Kinoko Egusa's Symphony of Cute Animals. And this is the book that has the most variety in pages, I think. My stack of books just fell down. So I'm just putting it on there. The next question is a seasonal favorite. I just have one. I have one seasonal book. It says like for spring, summer, autumn, winter or something. Well, I don't have books for one season. I have a book for Christmas, so I'm just going to show you this one. It is Escape to Christmas Past by Good Wives and Warriors. And I also have one buddy color planned for December. So I have 2 winter pages or Christmas pages. That's fun. It's a cute little book for quick wins. I also have the Shakespeare one of Good Wives and Warriors. And this one I actually bought from someone on Vinted. And the Shakespeare one and this one, it was one bundle. So if it wasn't, I wouldn't have gotten it. This one is what we are going to do with Cheryl. So I wouldn't have gotten it when it was just a book, a single book. So the seller was really clever. But yeah, they were a good price and I got more books of the seller. So I was happy to put this in the basket as well, and I think it is fun. There are a lot of fun pages, and they have 4 of these books. So they have this one, Shakespeare, then they also have a Alice in Wonderland one, which I really like from what I've seen of it. And they have a Wizard of Oz one. So yeah. Look at this. I love boats. I don't know why. They're fun to color. So this is my only somewhat seasonal book. It doesn't have anything to do with like just the spring or something, but maybe you can see this as a winter book. So yeah. That is Escape to Christmas Past by Good Wives and Warriors. The next question is most whimsical or fun book, and I just want to show this one. I think it's so adorable. I just got this. I have been on a shopping spree last 2 months. I think I got 10 books in total or something. So you're going to hear this a lot in this video, or you have heard a lot that I just got books. This is in my stack to color this month and I cannot wait. I think this book is so whimsical. It's Spooky by Sarah Cheswick. And I already love this. I did flip through this one in my latest haul, I think it was. It's been a while, but look at this. And I think that most of the people that watch videos on YouTube on coloring already have seen flip-throughs of this, so I'm going through really fast. And Sarah Cheswick actually has published already her 2nd book. This was so fun. And the 2nd book I would love to also get. But before I buy it, I'm going to color in this. And I hope I can do a lot of pages and then be so happy with it that I'm going to buy the second book, because that one is maybe even more whimsical and magical, and you know, it's so fun. She based these books on her cat. I think her name was Dinah. And yeah, it's a black cat. I follow her on Instagram, so I see her cat sometimes, and she looks exactly like Evie, which is really fun. So I think I also am going to do the cat in this book black to honor my cute Evie. Oh, this is fun as well. Cute page. Yeah, so this is in my stack to color this month, so I hope I will get to it very soon. This is Spooky by Sarah Cheswick, and this is the answer of most whimsical or fun book. Then we are at the, not the last question, the one before that, 22, the most realistic or nature inspired book. And I got Flowerscape here. Flowerscape in Paradise by Matchy and Terriers. I love this one. I was thinking of doing a Stratton Peterson book, but I don't have her flower book, so I went for this one. And the fun thing with this book is, and I have never seen that before, is that you have this little QR code here. And if you go there, you can see the flowers colored in. So you can really color all these pages realistically. And you have, with every page, you have like the flowers here that you can practice on, and then you can put your practice to the test on the right sided page. And I love that concept. It's really fun. And then next to the flowers you also have some animals, and they are all the same or different, I'm sorry. Like you have here a page that is pretty full, and then here you have just a centerpiece, you have a circle, you have an animal again, and this one is pretty full again. So it's really nice to have some variety in pages, and they all have the flowers in common. The flamingos are so fun. And I did one page in this book when I got it, together with Yolanda. She's coloring like her mama on YouTube. I'm sorry for flipping so quick, but I think this video is going to be so long. This one I did with Yolanda, and that was in August. So yeah. And sneak peek in my plans next year, this will be together with Dromenvanger, my project book for the first 3 months in 2026. So I think I'm going to get a lot done in this book from January. This was my answer to the most realistic or nature inspired book, Flowerscapes by Maggie and Terrios. And then we are on to the last question, which is book you have ignored the longest. And it says uncolored, but I already showed you all my uncolored books, which are, well, there are some uncolored books. They're all to be colored, but this one, I'm cheating a little bit. This one I just colored in. And this one I think ignored the longest, because I bought this in March and I just colored in last week in my live stream. So I'm still going to show it even though it's not uncolored, and I'm cheating. But this is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. This is the Dutch version by Joanna Basford. And this is a storybook, and I had a hard time starting it because I have the feeling with storybooks you just have to keep going in it, but that's not true. So I'm just going to take my time and do pages whenever, and maybe I find some extra time beside my plans, or I get this in the spinner and I do something more. I don't have I'm not in a hurry to finish this, but it's a story, so not every page is full. Some are like these, and some have just a little bit on the pages. So I think this won't be a hard book to do, but it's just something that I didn't start because I was not ready to commit to a storybook. I love the concept of a storybook, and I hope that more illustrators are going to do this. It doesn't really have to be with text in it, but it can also be a story with illustrations. That would be so fun. So yeah. And you see that Johanna Besford, she really has her style of doing leaves and things like that. They are coming through in this book as well. I love that there are a few like double pages, and some are just borders, and yeah, it's just, if you go through this from front to back, it doesn't get boring because you have very different pages following each other up. Whoa, what is this? Oh my. I'm not going to read it because I want to read it while I'm coloring, and it will take a while. I love this. She's saying goodbye. Cute. So yeah, I think I'm almost there. This mushroom is fun as well. I'm sorry, my neighbor is doing something. This was the answer to the last question, book you have ignored the longest. And I think I have ignored this one the longest. I'm happy that I started it, and I am planning on coloring in all my untouched books this year. I hope it will work, and there are just 3 that I'm going to do in January or February. Because it's a lot, but I want to take a moment to thank you so much for tagging me again, and Amanda and Jess, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe to me. It means so much for the channel, and I hope that I will see you in a next video. Bye!